thing I would like to know is, well, this is your feature-length debut as a director. Why choosing to adapt the Book of Mirrors to be your first film?
Um, I was really drawn to sort of the theme of memory and how memory and the awareness of our past really shapes who we are as people and the choices that we make. I like that thematically, where the plot, the mystery that's unfolding really becomes a mechanism through exploring the character.
Mm.
Those were two things that I found really, really compelling. But I think the most compelling thing for me was just the story of this man who has Alzheimer's, who's being asked to reinvestigate something that he has no memory of, and sort of the vulnerable position that that puts him in.
Which was the biggest challenge of adapting this complex story?
Well, the murder mystery of the movie originates in the book, but many of the elements of how the story unfolds are very different.
Mhm.
Biggest difference from the book to the movie is that in the book, the character that Russell plays doesn't appear until the final third of the book.
Mm.
So two-thirds of the book, the first two-thirds of it, and the mystery that is being explored are actually not experienced through the lens of the character that Russell plays. So the biggest challenge was essentially repurposing the first two-thirds of the book through the eyes of this character. And that character was chosen because it's a story about an event that took place in the past. It felt like a missed opportunity to not be exploring it through a character who has no memory of the past.
And while I was watching the film, I kind of felt like I was reliving some other stories that I really love, some other thrillers that I really love, like Memento, or even The Number 23, starring Jim Carrey.
Hmm.
I felt like I was watching those films, and I wonder if you drawn any inspiration from any other thriller or any other movie that you felt like really adapt to the tone of the story.
Yeah. Did you ever see the Alan Parker movie Angel Heart
Yeah,
with, with Mickey Rourke?
yeah.
That movie, Adrian Lyne's Jacob's Ladder with Tim Robbins in
Oh
it.
yeah. I would like to know how was it to work with Russell building this character that you feel so identified with, but when then you have the this
Yeah.
this incredible turn in the end.
It was an incredible experience working with Russell, not just in his creation of the character, but in just sort of having him as a filmmaking ally for a first-time director.
Mm.
Because as a first-time director, you don't know what you don't know.
Hmm.
Um, and I tried to not pretend that I did.
Hmm.
I tried to just be really honest about not knowing things and then leaning on people around me to help me. And Russell was one of the people that I leaned on, and he was a real asset in that sense. I think Russell brought an incredible sort of subtlety and sensitivity and real nuance to the character and its performance. It's very, very contained and understated
Hmm.
in a way. It really makes you, I think, lean forward and kind of draws you in.
And as I said before, this movie has this incredible turn of page at the ending, where we're not gonna spoil anything, but how as a director, do you find a way to kind of leave clues there, but also try not to make it too obvious for the audience to get to that point?
You kind of work backwards.
Hmm.
You know where you have to get to. Um, and then you're also like, the audience only sees what you choose to show them.
Hmm.
I think audiences are really, really smart. Um, and some people might pick the ending, some people might not pick the ending. But I think that in stories like this, because audiences are so smart, less is more.